What is going on, everybody? Josh here, out of my basement and into Tones, here with Banter and Babble to announce the MI Brew Trail's Reader's Choice Best of the Best 2024 winners. Gentlemen, are you excited?
Yeah, man, it's like our first time doing like an Oscars type ceremony.
Yeah.
Michigan's, the best of the best.
We even dressed up.
Yeah.
I actually had a tuxedo ready, but unfortunately, I accidentally dried it, and I was wearing waders, so it didn't work out so well. So. Unfortunately. But here we are. Either way, hey, I'll tell you what, I did spend my time as much as I could voting for some of these contestants.
Yes.
There's a lot out there to go through, so I'm excited to go through some of these. We're not going to go through all of them here, and we'll tell you later how you can find out the rest of them, but we do want to highlight some of these as well.
So without further ado, let's get into the thick of it. So starting off with what I feel is the most fitting style, because it's my favorite style, is the best IPA. Now, we have 3 finalists, and one of them just so happens to be the beer we are drinking tonight, and that is M43 from Old Nation, but the strawberry edition. Very limited edition this time of year.
Very tasty edition.
Very tasty. Okay, the other finalist is Longship Jammin'.
I thought that said log jamming. And if anyone's a fan of the Big Lebowski.
He fixes the cable.
But the winner of the best IPA for the MI Brew Trail is Tombstone Brewery Gravedigger.
Ooh, Gravedigger, okay.
That name just sounds like the IPA is going to hit hard.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is it the monster truck?
that's But if you can beat M43, I got to try it.
It's got to be
Absolutely.
pretty damn good.
Absolutely.
Up next, we have the Best Irish Red. Some of the finalists were Saugatuck's Maggie's Irish Ale and Dragon Mead's Eric the Red. But coming out on top, Brown Iron Brewhouse, the Irish Red Envy out of Royal Oak, Michigan.
Now for Best Lager, which is a personal favorite. The first 2 finalists is City Built with their Alamania. Next would be Longship with Long Days. And finally, the winner of Best Lager in Michigan, Tombstone Brewery with Lion's Brew.
Yeah, that's two for Tombstone already?
Already?
2 for Tombstone.
Right on the roll.
Just not to knock down Tombstone, but Tony and I have been to City Built.
Yes.
Very excellent beer, very excellent food.
Yes.
Again, Tombstone beating something we enjoy. I think we got to put this on a beer quest list.
We're going to have to do a beer quest soon.
Chesterfield isn't super far. And now for the best new brewery. The finalists are Apostasis out of Kalamazoo. Did I say that correct, gentlemen?
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds
All
good
right.
to me.
Muskegon Brewing Company. And the winner is Longship Brewing Company out of Lawton, Michigan.
Wow. Congratulations, new brewery. Now, from what I understand, the building that they're at is pretty historic. It was built in like 1870 and has gone through a lot of different like changes, originally starting out as a tailor shop.
Nice looking bar. It's got a nice atmosphere inside.
Yep.
Got a menu for food if you want to sit down, get a burger with one of those beers.
Yeah.
It's a nice. It looks really good.
Yeah,
It's
the
a nice
food
venue. And like you
pictures.
said, historical significance in that area. Up next, we have the Best Pale Ale. The finalists were Black Rock's Presky Ale and River Trade's Dragon Maps, but the winner and a personal favorite, Bell's Brewing Company's Two Hearted out of Kalamazoo. And I got to tell you guys, Two Hearted is phenomenal.
It's
I'm
wonderful.
a huge fan of Two Hearted.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the biggest mistake I ever make is when I go out with my buddies and they're drinking something else and I try to keep up with them. And I'm drinking Two Hearteds and they're drinking light beer. Never doesn't bode well, but it's so good. I mean, how do you not drink it? I'm a huge fan of Two
I'm with
Hearted.
you on it.
Congrats to Bell's Brewing.
It's one of the best beers in Michigan. I think it's one of our
Oh my
well
God,
known,
yeah.
right?
It's a must have if you go out.
It's probably our most famous beer. I would say that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yep.
Next up, we have the Best Stout. Finalists are Brown Iron Dark Nemesis, Rochester Mills, their milkshake stout, which is pretty incredible.
Yes.
But winner is another well-known Michigan beer and classic, New Holland Brewing Company's Dragon's Milk.
Ooh.
I gotta say, Dragon's Milk, for being a barrel-aged stout, It's so delicious, and it's also available all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never lost its luster. Like, it's been around forever, and it's just one of the best barrel-aged stouts. If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for a barrel-aged stout for the night, you go to Drag, you're going to find it.
Yep.
You'll be able to find this beer, and it's going to deliver.
Know your limits. That's a piece of advice I'll tell you with Dragon's Milk.
Yes. Also, Rochester Mill's Milkshake Stout is very fantastic. And every Christmas, they do a 12 Days of Milkshake Stout, where they do different variants of their milkshake stout. And there are some bangers in that one as well. So,
Coonhen.
very fitting for me, because this is one of my favorite styles of beer. Best Oktoberfest. Now, the finalists are Coonan Brewing Company's Oktoberfest, Black Rock Brewing Oktoberfest, which I've had a few sixers of that this past September.
Yep.
And the winner is Driffa Brewing out of Marquette, their Oktoberfest. So congratulations. I was just in Marquette last summer, and I didn't go to that brewery.
You had drifted right by it.
To Black Rocks, actually. So, but next time, because I want to go back. I want to go back up there, and I will definitely be hitting this up, because if you can beat Black Rocks, I'm all for it.
It is, like you said, one of the best styles of beer, period.
So malty and delicious. I look forward to that beer style every year.
Up next, we have the best blonde ale, and I love a blonde. Our finalists were Bell's No Yeah and Stormcloud's Birdwalker. But the big winner this year in 2024, Atwater Brewing's Dirty Blonde out of Detroit, Michigan.
Big fans around here.
Yes,
as you can see.
My favorite Michigan beer is Dirty Blonde, and they're actually coming out with a double blonde, I think, soon, and it's going to be like 8% ABV, and it's going to kick you in the eyes. But this is a list of killers. I'm going to tell you that right now.
This is. Next up, we have a very highly contested category here with the best brown ale. Finalist, Bell's Best Brown.
Yeah, baby.
Short's Bel Air Brown.
Phenomenal beer.
Yup. Winner coming through, though, is the one and only Pigeon Ale Brewing Company. Coffee Cake Brown. Of course, you can find them in Muskegon. What an amazing beer.
Fantastic, Tone. We got to review this beer, and I don't know if I edited it and put it out. I feel like I might have.
I feel like you don't usually.
It could be on the back burner right now. But man, that a lot of coffee, a lot of cake flavor in that one.
Delicious.
And in a list of killers, it really, it was definitely the winner, because it was just something like I've never had before in a brown ale. Moving on to the next award. Now, we started off with my favorite style of beer. It only makes sense that I'm moving on to my least favorite style of beer, and that is the best amber ale. Now, I'm not saying I don't like amber ales.
Because they're good.
Because they are good.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But it's just probably my least reached for beer. Now, our finalists are Big Lake Brewing's amber ale, Keweenaw Brewing's
great amber
ale, which is a great brewery and a great amber ale, and the winner, which is another, listen, a UP beer, a UP brewery, taking this one, Upper Hand Brewing, Deer Camp, out of Escanaba.
Escanaba in the moonlight.
Hello, my name is Albert Sodi.
Yeah, no, and Upper Hand Brewing is amazing. Great beer, Deer Camp. It's another one of those. I get a 12-pack of it every year, every fall when it rolls around. I pick up. They got the orange camo cans. Delicious.
Up next, coffee beers. I love my coffee, so naturally I love coffee beers. We have some really good finalists here. Oddside Ales, along with Brown Iron Brewhouse. Both fine coffee beers, but our winner is New Holland Brewing for their Dragon's Milk Coffee Chocolate.
Oh, that's a good
Dude,
beer.
that
a really
just
good beer.
Sounds so sexy.
Yeah. Yes, it is just that. Now, something to be said about Dragon's Milk is a lot of their offshoots of the Dragon's Milk, New Holland's offshoots, they're not always looked at as good as the original. This one, I mean, it delivers on everything that it says it's doing. And it's, rightful winner here.
Yeah, delicious. Next up is a personal favorite of mine, which is the best Kolsch. Finalists here, we've got Mothfire Brewing with the Times, Three Bridges, a little local there. A spicy Kolsch. Sounds delicious. I
Yeah, it
defined
does.
that one, right?
Spicy, be a guy.
And then coming back around once again for an amazing brewery, New Holland Brewing Company with the Full Circle winning Best Kolsch.
A great, always available Kolsch. If you're looking for a Kolsch, you're always going to find it on the shelf, and it always delivers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Moving on to the best new beer of 2024. Now, this is a big one, because you got to think, breweries come out with new beers all of the time, and these three stand out the most to the MI Brew Trail readers. The finalists are Old Nation M43 Raspberry Creamsicle Tone, a personal favorite of his.
Big fan.
We have Rustic Leaf Block Leaf Monster, which is an awesome name. And then for the winner, again, which we might have to put this on the beer quest list,
Yeah.
go to Lawton, Longship Brewing Company, Mucklebones, which is another awesome name that makes me want to giggle.
Mucklebones.
Yeah, sounds like something I do when I roll dice.
Hey, bartender,
Mucklebones!
send me down a Mucklebone.
Yes,
That's
send me a. I'll take another Mucklebones, wench.
It sounds like something that you'd play in the Port of Tortuga as well, mate.
We already love Mucklebones.
Up next, the best beer city as voted by the Michigan Brew Trail readers. Now, obviously, there's a lot of great beer cities in Michigan, a lot of classic towns that offer up a lot of great diverse beers. Our finalists were Traverse City
Which is
and
a good one.
Marquette.
Another good one.
Just
Ooh.
spoke very highly of a moment ago, Marquette.
Yes.
But not surprising to me, I've had a lot of great beers down in Grand Rapids. The winner of Best Beer City 2024.
There you go. Down in
That's
G-Rap.
Oh, man, we've been there. Mm-hmm. I go there, and they got some of the greats. They got City Built,
Yep.
and they got Arvon, which is a personal favorite of mine.
You do love Arvon.
So I can't speak highly enough of Grand Rapids, and it seems like there's new ones popping up all the time.
Congratulations, G-Rap. All right, the next category we have here is Best Social District for beer drinking. So, finalist is Midland, the Commons, which, as we know, that
wow.
area very well, clearly. We're only a stone's throw away. It's a great area. Also, Muskegon is the next finalist. That's pretty awesome. I do continue to see Muskegon's name pop up here as well. But lastly, and actually a personal favorite of mine as well, which would be Grayling. Downtown Grayling's a great area.
Yep.
Paddle
nice.
Hard.
Paddle Hard.
Paddle Hard is an awesome brewery. I'm a huge
Yes,
fan.
very
It's a
good.
very nice place to go downtown, like on a Saturday evening on the weekend if you get a good...
Get a good get.
Get a good
Good
look
get.
down.
Sometimes you got to get a good get.
Downtown Grayling is a great place on a Saturday night if you're looking for something to do, have a few beers, and just kind of hang out. It's a great downtown.
Now, beer isn't the only thing we look for when we go to these breweries. Gentlemen, we look for some of the most delicious food that we can get.
Absolutely.
Now, we're talking about the best brewery burger. Now, we have Coopersville Brewing Company as a finalist. Boss Cider is another. But the winner in the Northwest, Petoskey Brewing Company with their signature burger. Guys, I love Petoskey Brewing Company. I love the building. I love the location.
Everything.
Beer's good, and the food is delicious.
It's great food. Awesome beer garden as well.
Yes. It's a great place to be. There's a lot of cool things to do in Petoskey. There's a few good breweries, some really good food, a lot of good sightseeing. That's the place you want to go.
Dude, if there's one thing that's going to get me to travel around the state, it's going to be a burger.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I love breweries and love hanging out and trying out the different beers, but if I know a place has a good burger, I will make the trip just about anywhere for that burger. Not only do we love burgers, we love pizza, Tom.
Absolutely.
We're big fans of pizza.
We love
fans.
pizza.
Let's find out where the best brewery pizza is. Our finalists are Harmony Brewing Company and Flatiron Brewing, but the winner is Clam Lake Brewing Company in Cadillac, Michigan. If you want a good pizza, you want to go there.
That's what we're told now. All right.
I'm going to say this right now.
Okay.
All right? We do love pizza.
Yes.
Maybe this needs to be something we do. We need to hit up the 3 best MI Brew Trail pizza places at a brewery.
That's a good idea.
I would really like this.
All right. The next category here is an extra special one, I feel like, not just for myself, but for these yahoos next to me as well.
Yeah.
The best brewery sandwich, as once again voted on by the voters of Michigan Brew Trail. Finalist, Long Ship Old Soul Sandwich. That sounds pretty interesting. Rustic Leaf with Patrick's Philly Cheesesteak. And lastly, a place I'm a big fan of, an hour away from me, Highway Brewing Company, the Turkey Bistro. The food there is phenomenal. That's not a surprise for me.
I'm saying hell yes to Highway winning this one. I love it. Been there several times. And we tried to go there in February, and it was like an hour and a half wait to even get in there.
Wow.
So the town in
West Branch.
Yeah, the town in West Branch is doing that place justice. And if you have a chance to get there, get there.
It's worth the drive if you're near.
Telling you right now, I want to try this Turkey Bistro because if it is able to beat out the state's best brewery Philly cheesesteak, that's got to be a hell of a sandwich.
You're right.
I love a Philly cheesesteak, and if it beat the best one in Michigan, I got to try this Turkey Bistro.
And not to sound like a broken record, but we're moving on to the best brewery menu. Now, the finalists for this are Longship Brewing Company, City Built Brewing Company, Tone, which we've experienced, delicious wings. But, like the Highlander, there can be only one. And the winner for the best brewery menu is the Highway Brewing Company in West Branch, Michigan. And I tell you what, it's no joke. I've gotten something different there every time I've been there, and it's all good.
What's your favorite item that you've had
Oh,
from there?
we'll find out here.
Yeah, we're going to find out very
We'll find
shortly.
out here in a little bit.
I will say, though,
And what better way to segue to our next topic? Best dog-friendly brewery Best dog-friendly brewery. We had some... The finalists, Petoskey Brewing Company and Snowbell Brewing, were some great places to bring your dog. But the best place to bring your dog... according to the readers from Michigan Brew Trail, is Tombstone Brewery in Chesterfield, Michigan.
next up, something that's very near and dear to our hearts is the best beer event in the state of Michigan. Finalist, Burning Foot in Muskegon. I have friends that go to that every year. They're big fans.
Go to that. Yep.
Big fans, I hear. Another finalist, so one that's really special to us, of course, is the Great Lakes Beer Festival in Midland at Dow Diamond. That was one of the finalists. It's exciting. It's a great time. Be there August 16th this year. And then lastly, the winner for this category, UP Fall Beer Festival up in Marquette, which really isn't a surprise. I've heard that one's pretty great too.
That place is worth the drive. Marquette, it's beautiful up there. There's a lot to do. And a fall beer festival, you get to see all the colors.
Yes.
Man, I tell you what, that sounds perfect. Now, fellas, it takes a lot to have a good brewery.
It does.
Right? You got to have good beer. You got to have good food. The environment's got to be great. The location has to be perfect.
Right.
And you got to have the perfect brewmaster. And this award is the best brewmaster. So the finalists are Joe Majors from Longship Brewing, Smitty from Tombstone Brewing, and the winner, out of West Branch, Josh Erickson from the Highway Brewing Company.
Nice.
Very
nice.
cool. And I tell you what, the beer is delicious. It's well deserved.
Obviously, the brewmaster is a very important job, but so is the beer tender. And let's check out the best beer tenders in Michigan. Our finalists, Dan Dixon from City Built Brewing, Sabrina Markle from Longship Brewing, and our winner, Gail Kowalczyk from the Highway Brewing Company. Boy, Highway Brewing is just cleaning up right now.
And I got to say, you nailed it on saying her last name. Because when you said it, I looked down and I go, I wouldn't have said anything close.
My French teacher in high school, that was her last name.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Along with all those great categories, we still also have to recognize the best servers as well that bring you your beer and your food. So once again, finalist Dan Dixon of City Built Brewing.
Does it all.
Must be the guy right there, right?
He's a jack of all trades.
There you go.
That Dan Dixon.
Kiana Barroso of Longship Brewing. But lastly, our winner is Brooke Charbonneau of Highway Brewing Company.
Tell you what, Highway is cleaning up this event.
Was that the trifecta? Did they get brewmaster?
They got brewmaster, beer tender, and server. Wow, so their people showed up for Highway.
Triple crown.
There you go. Congratulations.
Oh, moving on.
Uh-oh.
Moving on to something I had to give up a long time ago from a lot of laws I broke. But this is going out to the best whiskey. Now, our finalists are Journeyman Brewing Company with Last Feather Rye, which I have sitting on top of my refrigerator at home.
It's like a tease.
Three Bridges. It is. It's a reminder of my sins. We have Three Bridges Fig Rye, and the winner for best whiskey is Traverse City Whiskey Company American Cherry.
Personal favorite right there.
That sounds smooth. Sounds delicious. I love cherries. I love whiskey, and you got to.
It's cherry country up that way.
Oh,
so it doesn't surprise me.
I've been through many a bottle of it.
Like Josh, I can't really dabble in the hard stuff anymore. I'm just too immature. But let's talk about the best bourbon. Finalists Grand Traverse Distillery and Three Bridges. But the winner, Ironfish Distillery Maple Bourbon Whiskey. And that sounds so damn good.
Mm-hmm. You put maple in anything, and I'm there for it.
Yeah. Three Bridges is making some big showings, I keep seeing, too.
They are. For them being runner-ups to this, oh, my goodness, it's, Oh, yeah.
All right, kind of keeping with the theme right now, we've got the best distillery. Finalists, Northern Latitudes. If you've never been, I definitely recommend. It's a great place to stop by. I actually have one of their bottles over there on my fridge. Another finalist we have here is Eastern Kill, or is it Killay?
Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee.
But lastly, and once again, winner, Iron Fish Distillery, Thompsonville, Michigan, best distillery of 2024.
You got that on lock.
Now, moving on to probably the road less traveled for most of us. And this is the best Michigan wine. Our finalists are Modern Craft with their blackberry, which sounds delicious. Anything blackberry, I am into.
Absolutely.
And then we have End of the Road Winery with a really cool name called Happy Place.
Although we go.
That's right.
To the end of the road.
Oh, we just got copyrighted. Thank you very much. But the winner of the best Michigan wine is Leelanau Cellars. Very cool.
I've been there.
Cool.
All right, we are moving into the final two categories. First up, best UP brewery. These are the best breweries in the UP. Our finalist, By George Brewing, along with Dock Brewing, but our big winner, and not really a surprise here.
Correct.
Black Rocks Brewing Company in Marquette, Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite all-time IPAs is the 51K IPA from Black Rocks. It's a stellar IPA. They have their Grand Rabbits, which is a cream ale. They have their Coconut Brown.
Yes.
They have their My Kiss IPA. It's just, they have some of the best beers all around.
They've got such a crisp flavor. They're just always. I've never had a bad beer from Black Rocks.
It's probably the water up there.
That's
gotta be the water.
What I was gonna say. Reading my mind.
That's what everything leads to, Tone. It's gotta be the water. That's staying, folks.
And lastly, of the 2024 Reader's Choice Best of the Best with Michigan Brew Trail, the best brewery finalist. No surprise so far, Tombstone Brewing Company. Great showing today. City Built Brewing Company, another great brewery that I'm a big fan of. But the winner, there can only be one, right? We've heard that earlier. The winner of the best brewery of 2024 is voted on by the readers, once again, of Michigan Brew Trail, Highway Brewing Company out of West Branch, Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Let's give it up.
Congratulations.
Give it up. Give it up.
Congratulations. And I didn't notice necessarily, but we do want to talk about one little special thing about Highway Brewing Company. One of the best appetizers that you can get at any brewery, the Hush Puppies.
The Hush Puppies are amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Gentlemen, just off the top of my head, what's a category that you would like to see next year?
Oh, God, best wings.
Oh, as the wing guy, I agree with you. That's pretty awesome.
I mean, it's really hard to find really good wings, and I would love to hear more from other people around the state get their votes on where the best wings are, so I know where the hell to go. Because I love chicken wings.
That would
I love 'em.
that would be the food trifecta: burgers, pies, and wings.
I mean, that's what I'm looking for when I go to a brewery.
Yeah.
Those are usually the
Right.
first
Yep.
three things I'm
Yep.
looking
Right, right.
Tone, how about yourself?
I would say something more in the vein of maybe like unique food item, like something that you just wouldn't expect. Because I know some places they'll do like a massive nacho or like this massive burger. So like, something kind of like that nobody else does.
Oh, you
that's
mean like the one where like eat in 30 minutes and you get it for free, like something like massive?
just this like some weird food thing. Like, hey, we do an ostrich egg.
I
or
think
something.
maybe like the Scotch egg that we had at Mountain Town Brewing Company in
that's right. They had one
Mount
too.
Pleasant.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine would be poutine. I'm going to add to the trifecta. It'll be a fourfecta. Poutine. Because it's a gift from God. Poutine is. There's just something about fries, gravy, and curds that gets my blood pumping.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to do it for this very special episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you for joining me in Banter and Babble as we celebrate My Brew Trail's Reader's Choice Best of the Best 2024. Now, before you go, we have some stuff coming up that we're also doing with My Beer Trail. Tone, tell them what we're doing.
This coming Saturday on the 26th, there's still enough time to get tickets to the chili cook-off event where you get to eat some awesome chili, you get to drink some awesome craft beer. Come hang out as we prep for the Great Lakes Beer Festival coming later this year, which, of course, this time around, you can find the three of us there on August 16th, that Saturday at Dow Diamond, as we're hanging out with all of the craft beer enthusiasts and more, realistically at this point, not just breweries, all kinds of great people are going to be there sharing their wares with us.
Now, before you go, please check out the rest of the Reader's Choice Best of the Best 2024 at mybrewtrail.com. That's MIBREW trail.com. No idea why I spelled brew, but I did it, and you got to put up with it. Guys, where can the good people at home find you?
You can typically find me and the Dude 79 somewhere on YouTube throughout the week, dropping content, either game streaming, talking about movies, hobbyist content, or sometimes a podcast with some conversation content as well, too.
And you can also find our good friend Drastin the Dungeon Master over at 7 Dungeons for the best homebrew Dungeons and Dragons around, and also our good friends over at Truth Beer Podsequences for some of the best Cincinnati podcasts, beer, wrap-up of the Cincinnati area, if you can make sense of anything I just said. But the conversation is great. They're hilarious. Julia, Marco, Gnome, thank you for what you do. But make sure you check them out. I'll put everybody's link down there. It's a great time. And always remember to please keep those fridges full and have a great night.